Hey there everyone, this is Dr. Gwen from the Dr. Gwen International Training and Empowerment Academy and host of the iTunes show, The Dr. Gwen Show. Today I am continuing my discussion on relationships. Now there's a nice cool breeze that's blowing outside here and it's just simply gorgeous. And you know, maybe at home for you now, your relationship may be gorgeous or it may not be. And if it is not, there is one major thing that I would like to share with you that I think that can make a very big difference. Typically, when relationships don't go well, communication is the main issue. Any circumstance can be better if people know how to communicate and if they use the right tools and the right strategies to communicate. How do you communicate? If you have a conversation that you need to have with your spouse or your better half or a friend or your child, whatever the relationship is, the first thing that you need to do is to create a context for the conversation. Typically, you want to let the person know exactly why you will be talking to them. If you don't set the premise for this conversation, what's typically going to happen is they won't start off hearing what you have to say. They're probably conjuring up in their minds a way to defend themselves instead of really actually hearing what you have to say. So setting the context for your conversation will help people to relax a little bit more and to know exactly where you're going to be going with the discussion. The next thing is that you really want to be careful about how you're voicing your request or your concern. You want to make certain that you are coming from your perspective. That is, I feel sad when you do this, instead of you always do this and you make me feel sad. See the difference with that? One is blaming and the other one is just simply stating what you feel. You still run the risk of being misunderstood because the other person is filtering what you're saying through their own filter. And doing that can be dangerous. But here's something that I want to share with you. If you are the one involved in filtering the discussion and creating your own meanings from that, you really have to stop that. Listening to the person and hearing what they have to say without putting in your own meaning of what you think they're saying. Conversations can really run afoul when people interpret things their own way, and we all do that. The challenge is when we interpret it and we act as though that interpretation is indeed factual, and then we attack the other person as if our interpretation is factual. So be very mindful of that. So let's recap what I just talked about. First thing is, if you are in a conversation, you want to create the context for your conversation first so the other person's mind is open up to hear you instead of them trying to figure out what you're going to say. The next thing is, in listening, avoid creating your own meaning or your own stories of what you feel is being said. Listen very intently, ask clarifying questions, and certainly be careful that your meaning that you're making, you don't start acting from that meaning as if that meaning is indeed factual. My friends, apply these 2 tips to your next conversation and watch the transformation in your lives. If you'd like more tips like this, I invite you to go to my YouTube channel and to go on my website, the Dr. Gwen. I have several blog articles written there. Feel free to read them and to share them, and most of all to comment. Like me on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I am on Instagram, I'm on Google+. Wherever you can go, I'm there. So reach out to me and connect, and I look forward to chatting with you next time. This is Dr. Gwen, transforming lives to live purposefully and passionately.